Hello, it's D here. Today I'm going to be installing this EMG SPC active pickup tone control system. And this is what it looks like. I've got this small bag of parts, including the potentiometer and some assorted parts, and it can be basically installed to any guitar, active or passive, but I'll be using an active guitar. It also came along with these very thorough looking instructions with all the schematics needed and everything, so I'm confident that I'll be able to install it quite easily. The guitar I'll be installing the SPC into is this one of my own projects made out of an Yamaha guitar. I don't know which model, but it's quite heavily modified. It's got a nice rock maple neck from the 80s. I reshaped the neck end on the headstock, and it's got an aluminum top and it's partially chambered, and so it's extremely lightweight. And it's got an EMG 85, a single pickup and a volume and tone controls, plus the EMG PA-2 active preamp booster for up to 20 decibels of boost. But this guitar can do most anything, but since it's got only one pickup, it doesn't do the warmest and the thickest possible leads you would get from a neck pickup only. So I'm hoping for the SPC to give me the boost and the mid-range, giving me those warm Les Paul-like leads, and we'll see how that happens. Okay, so now here's the SPC is right there, and I just had to figure out how to run all the leads, and it seems to work perfectly, so I guess I picked the right ones. These weren't that much of a help, but it does explain in the picture which ones are the input, ground, output, and so on. So I was able to decipher from that which leads should go where, simply by looking at it, basically. Now let's see how it sounds. So here we have the guitar with the SPC control added, and I'm gonna set the amplifier to about it's about 1.8, something like that, in gain, and I'll show you how it sounds. Okay. Then turning on the SPC. It sounds like a pretty subtle thing. Well, let's try it this way. I'll hit a chord. Without that way. Off. It's one of those quite subtle differences that you do notice extremely well while you're playing. Not necessarily. It just thickens up the sound really well. So I have a feeling that if I play a legato style thing like, and then add the SPC, it should give it a little it definitely has this like adds this kind of Les Paul like thickness and depth. Yeah, it's definitely something that you don't absolutely notice right away. But it just does make things a little more better. Without it, everything sounds suddenly kind of clanky. But this really adds the completely transfer your sound, but it'll definitely make a nice addition to it. Is that the SPC is quite a nice addition if your guitar is lacking in that singing mid-rangey Les Paul like sustain, or well, not sustain, it doesn't really seem to do the sustain, but well, it makes it sing a little easier and nicer, and I definitely like it. I'm glad I installed it.